world in different ways is becoming more and more difficult to live in. You're well aware of the environmental challenges that the earth is facing. But then the scale of violence that 21st century brings is not so much because of somebody killing with a knife or an arrow or a gun. These are very old-fashioned ways of violence. In few thousand years, violence of this kind has nearly gone away from our lives. Today, physical violence is hardly a cause of death in the world. I was looking at the causes of death on internet, and physical violence figured, at what number? Number 26th, very low down. Top three, first, second, third, were all environment related, lifestyle related. So 21st century violence has changed a lot. It is today more violent, perhaps, to drive a car, an SUV at that, than to kill an animal with a knife, which looks more violent. I may clarify a little more. You always hear of the amount of air pollution in cities like New Delhi or Chennai, which is killing people some 6 years before their lives, they say. Children left bedridden because of respiratory diseases. Elderly who die 6 years before their death comes, and we don't even see that as violence. It is directly outcome of our big cars, our lifestyle. When we buy many more than what we need, we may need 2 or 4 pairs of shirts or shoes, but when we buy 20 pairs of shoes, not only does it not give even satisfaction, because law of diminishing returns says that the 21st pair really doesn't give you the same satisfaction as the first pair may give to somebody who doesn't have a pair of shoes. I have been shocked for a few years when I read this report by WWF, very well-respected organization. In 2014, I think it came with a report that said that between 1972 and 2012, 40 years, 52% of the world's wildlife has been washed away, wiped away. 52% of all the animals and insects and microbes are gone in 40 years, mainly because of our modern ways of living, our expansion of human civilization. Half the world's animal population is gone, and we don't even see that as violence. We don't even notice that half the wildlife is gone, even if we don't physically kill them by striking a knife at their throat. Our very lifestyle has become very violent. And the weapons of mass destruction are not guns we carry or knives and arrows. They are our sleek-looking car. They are the escalators and elevators that we take instead of taking few steps. To run these, there are nuclear power plants and thermal power plants belching smoke in the air, killing birds, bees, and humans, just to lift us few floors, which we could do physically ourselves and keep fit also, but we choose to press a button of violence, actually. Therefore, I really feel that today in this century, there's a need to redefine non-violence, ahimsa, redefine religion, redefine God. I have a great hope that philosophies like Jainism, Buddhism, Hinduism may redefine and show to the world that to live in peace with nature is dharma, and that version of dharma is what we need to